with protests ranging from die-ins to business shutdowns. They extol their frustrations with the current conditions facing African Americans when engaging the police. But now, many are asking questions of the protesters, even if they appreciate and even support the sentiment of Black Lives Matter. Some say, sure, Black Lives Matter during an impromptu protest of Democratic presidential candidate Martin O'Malley at a Netroots Nation conference in Arizona. But after the multi-term mayor of Baltimore chose to run for governor of Maryland, after a legacy of policies that led to lawsuits alleging police brutality and decreases in opportunity for black residents in the Charm City, did Black Lives Matter then? Or did the Democrats still receive 85% of the black vote in a state that is 30% African American? Does Black Lives Matter imply that all things within Black Lives Matter, including a more thorough examination of candidates? Yes, Black Lives Matter when civil rights are trounced during police interactions. Yet, do Black Lives matter when it comes to educational equality by way of school vouchers, inequalities in careers from boardrooms to courtrooms, or say, the sanctity of the pro-life movement? The legacy of racist eugenist Margaret Sanger, Planned Parenthood, has more of a presence in urban America than it does in other parts of the country. Statistics show, for example, there were more black pregnancies aborted in New York City than there were actual live births of black babies. In fact, black abortions made up over 45% of all abortions in New York City. Blacks only made up 25% of the Big Apple in 2012. Yet, the first African American president, Barack Obama, felt so compelled to defend this organization that he fought the state of Indiana over Medicaid funding to the poor in order to secure funding for Planned Parenthood. Yet he also fought to defund the D.C. voucher program for poor black students in Washington, D.C., and sued the state of Louisiana to stop a program that lifted poor black students from bad schools into quality education. Is Black Lives Matter a movement about justice in particular situations, namely whenever a white police officer engages a black citizen, or is this a movement of a moment to transform the unequal and detached experiences of black citizens from the American dream? Is this moment about a movement that is solely about jobs that police officers perform in black communities, or is it about knocking down barriers to opportunities, career jobs, and better education for more within black communities? Is this solely about violence against blacks by the police, or violence against blacks by housing practices, hiring practices, academic settings, and neighborhood dynamics? Is this movement about black versus right, or is this about black and white for the improvement of the red, white, and blue? Is Black Lives Matter a singular focus or a challenge for systematic change?